Well, hello, welcome to Drawing with Fire. I am Valarie, your neighborhood pyrography artist, here to help guide you on your burning adventures, and I'm joined with hubby.
Okay.
No special name today?
You caught me off guard.
Oh, how could I catch you off guard? We do this every week. Alrighty, so I'm working on this itty bitty frog right there. So I do have him transferred. I just wanted to leave the pattern on real quick, and I probably should have untaped it first, because that would have been easier. I don't have one section filled in, and that's acorns for food, but I do have a Tazir, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, killer whale, camel, Layla for home sweet home, and a squirrel for, I can't remember. That's about how it goes. So, get this pulled off real quick. And I at least wanted to, there we go, transfer Layla so that I knew where he was in the piece. If you notice, I didn't finish the clouds up above, and that's because I'm going to pull them up. I just wanted to make sure I got everything lined up right. I did not finish Llama, though I did work on Llama. He was taking me way too long, so in order to get other things worked on for the week, I had to pause him. I will come back as well. And I need to darken up the koala. But other than that, that's where I'm at now. Let's see here. So Little Frog has a lot of texture. Here's what he looks like black and white. There we go. So that's what I've got, a big photo of him. Probably bigger than I need. And I'm going to start off with my ball tips. Hi, San. Hi, Eve. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Patricia. Did I miss anybody?
I'm looking.
Alrighty. So I'm going to start off with the eyes, because those are the darkest. I'm going to go ahead and erase. I didn't transfer a whole lot of his lines. Didn't think I needed them. But I did need to work on something other than fur.
Ursies is here.
Hi, Ursies. Alright, hopefully you can still see him.
Huh.
What's wrong?
I can't see Patricia's comment on mine, but I can see it on yours.
Huh, that's odd. Oh, I know why. Hit this right here and hit live chat. For whatever reason, YouTube changed things again. Alrighty, so he's got really dark eyes, so that's where we're going to start. I've got the medium ball tip, and I'm on 4. So let's get that in. In fact, I could probably even lower my heat. But for now, because it is a bigger tip. I lost his eye. Oh, it's off to the side. Actually, I want a smaller tip. I'm going to go switching over to that one. The N9MS. I always mess that up. Always, always, always. I'm doing that because we've got a really small area here. That's the eyeball right there. And I don't want to overburn, because underneath the eye and above, we have the lighter eyelid. So, and he does not have a highlight on this eye. There we go. That works much better. Now, this is day 14, and I went with the green tree frog for Nocturnal. Of course, bat popped in my head. But to be honest, most of these have been fur. I kind of needed a break from fur. So that's why. And I've never burned a frog before. So see if you're behind on World Pyrography Month. So am I. So am I. And I'm not stressing about it. So he has his darkness for his eyelids, and I can go down. I'm going to bump down to 3. And I actually use this tip a lot to do the koala bear. I'm trying not to outline. So his lid. So small. I could have done him a little bigger, but I need to move faster. And I did go with bigger for Layla's head because the llama's big, the elephant's big, so I kind of went, there'll probably be another bigger one, either for at least one for week 4, one for week 5, just so I can balance everything out. I'll get this side in there. This is a fold around his eye. And in fact, let's put in behind his eye. And I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm also just kind of tapping versus, oops, there we go. The camera's right in front of me. I'm trying to tap instead of just drag it and hitting the green. I can always go back and darken it. This area is dark, so what I'm going to do, because the light's hitting right here. This little guy's photo was taken at night. So let's do some stippling. For this guy, that's going to be our friend. And the closer you stipple, the darker it gets. The further away you do it, the lighter on the dots. I may have to zoom in so you can see. And I can always darken it up. What's funny is I gotta be careful with stippling. It makes me go to sleep.
Oh, well.
The repetition.
That's not a good thing to do while you're in the middle of burning with
hot stuff? Yeah, I know.
Sian got hurt.
Oh no!
Well, her puppy got too excited and cut her thumb. But anyway, she can't burn for 3 weeks, so she's going to be doing the rest of the World Pyrography next month.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I hope you heal quickly.
But her new burner is going to be here within a week.
What'd she get?
I don't know.
Oh. What'd you get, Sam? I know you talked about the razor tip. Let's see here. Let's get his little bump in there. Need that froggy bump. I'm doing it very quickly. Let's see here. And I'm working a really small area. What you guys are seeing, actually right now, you're about the size of me, what I can see right now. And I'm behind on my uploads for World Pyrography Month. I hate that. Alright, so this curves. And the reason it curves is there's that fold. So I want to keep that. And then the bottom of his eye. I'm trying to go small. A lot of times smaller is harder. And his eye goes out more. There we go. And we got to get the lid going in the direction, the shading, where it's going to look flat instead of rounded, and his eyeball is round. And I'll make the other eyeball a little bit bigger too to match. And actually I might, because he's so little, I'm going to switch pins yet again. And we're going even smaller. Let's see how well.
Oh. I got a couple of them mixed up. Cheryl's got the new burner.
Oh, Cheryl got her new burner. Yay. Yep, she ordered an Optima.
And a dual.
There it is. This is the 9PP, even smaller.
And CN is going to continue Pyro Month. So this should be healed in a couple days.
Oh, good.
Paulo is here.
Hi, Paulo. Did I say hi to Cheryl?
I don't know.
Did I say hi to you, Cheryl? If not, hi. Because I've got this set on 3. Now this is going to...
Oh, it's Cheryl that's got no pyrography for a few weeks.
Yeah, I knew about
Her
Cheryl.
right arm. Alright. That's my dyslexia.
It's okay. It's okay.
Ha! I'm a dyslexic guy. Be your moderator.
Hey, makes it fun. So I'm trying. I almost need a magnifying glass to see what I'm doing.
I'll get you a Sherlock Holmes hat.
Well, what I can do is zoom in on the camera.
Big magnifying glass and a big pipe.
Let's see here. Hopefully. No. Let's see if it'll. There we go. Hopefully that helps you guys. Because if not, oh, we're buffering.
Just look down.
I know. I just looked up. This hair clip makes my hair fall over. There we go. Now we're back. I don't know why we're buffering. I think we may need more memory for the CPU. Yeah. Unfortunately. Alright, so we have a highlight along the edge. So let's try to preserve that real quick. Is that what I thought it was? Alright. Let's get this in there. I can always go back and shade. Right now what I'm trying to really do is get my landmarks for this guy in place. Jason stepped out for a moment. Let's see here. Let's see here. You guys can see it a little better than I can now. Alright. So parts of this is smooth. But I think I want to go back over here. Tap in our... Oh goodness. He left the room and his phone went off. Why? No. Goodness gracious. Guess he was on Instagram. Now I gotta move back to my easel. Oh, it's one of those days. And hey, I was even on time today. Alright, let's try this again. We need more froggy bump. Let's bring this in. Get this more out. Alright. I'm not really worried about the pattern of the stippling as long as it's close. Let's see here. Alrighty. Now we do have dark up here, so let's get that in there. Now, down here I'll probably use a shader, but for this texture, I'm not going to keep going with this tip because I can do that with the ball tip and have more room. So let's see here. What other little things can we do? Well, I got the pin out. Hi, Burl. Let's see here. Looking. Okay, I'm going to have to scooch over just a little bit because I need to get to this eye. Trying not to make it look outlined. I can see my line was a little off here, so we'll curve it in more. Your phone went off.
Did it?
With Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah, Mickey's video started playing.
Oh, sorry.
All I heard was water. I was like, huh?
Philip. Yukavachi is here.
Hi, Philip.
Turn my sound off.
Alright, let's get that in there. See, these little eyes are definitely hard. So, get this little eyeball actually goes to where the curve of his face is. So I want to get that.
Chris Gershner is here.
Hey, Chris.
And
We'll do that.
Beryl.
Yeah,
Mosineko.
I got Beryl. Beryl.
Mosineko.
This tip, I'm going to have to work on that eye a little bit more. It's just not right. But,
Sian has to go.
bye, Sian. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to switch over to these small. And we're going to put in the texture. And by doing the dots and the stippling, where I don't hit is going to look like the highlighted area. So that's why it's really good texture for this guy. Alrighty. So let's get this in. Stippling can be very tedious, but it can definitely really make things look better. So I'm too dark. Luckily that's a dark area. I just bumped it down to 3. Let's see here. Got a little part that comes down here. See, I didn't transfer a whole lot of you see right here the light is hitting, so I need to go even faster and lighter. Just like with any other tip, the faster I go, the lighter, but because I'm stippling, the tip does have that really quick second to recover its heat. So you gotta be careful with that. Let's see here, this is dark. I can even go later now. So I bumped down to 2.5. See the bridge of his little nose here, the dots go more left and right and kind of come down at an angle. So we want to try to do that. Even with the stippling, same as right here, they go around. So I want to try to mimic that. I wonder if this pin will let me. I've got the heat turned down. Let's see if I can clean up the eye this way. A little bit.
Arta's here.
Hi, Lana. Too dark. Oh well. I can also do quick swirls. Yeah, this side's really off. Let's see if I can fix it a little bit. I may have to sand to fix it. We'll come back. So I can do the swirls. But if you notice, that fills in more of the area. And when I do the dots, the stippling, especially on lower heat, let's see here. This can be darker. And then it comes down in a V.
Hey, Lana. No worries. Oh, she was just saying hi to me.
Oh. Let's do lighter. Now he's got a spot right here that's not burned. Actually, I don't know. You know what? That could be his nose hole.
Oh.
So we've got two different directions going on here. We've got the curve this way, and then we also have the planes of the head, the forehead, coming down. Don't want to lose the curving, because that's what makes it look, along with the shading, three-dimensional. Yeah, I did that area too dark. Let's see if I can. I might have to sand that. Here, I thought I was going easier. That's what I get for thinking. Alright, so we got froggy eye going this way. And we got plane coming down. These dots go this way. I know it might seem a little confusing, especially with this being so small. Let's see here. I really do want that texture. Luckily, not all of him is like this. Around his nose hole. And I can still do, sorry, I had to take my sweater off, I'm getting hot. Ah! Love.
What's the matter?
Help.
Oh.
I didn't think that out very well. Thank you. Mm-hmm. You got hot. Let's see here. Now his leg here, we don't have a whole lot of dots. So for the leg, I can do more of scribbles in order to get that what appears to be texture in there without getting too detailed like I did at the top. And the back leg is smooth. Let's see here. We got any questions?
No. I mean, I've been watching. I was double checking, but no.
I'm sure you've been watching.
You got some comments about how nice it looks.
Oh, thank you. Let's see here. Put some of these fold lines in for his tummy. Up a little bit. The biggest thing is just trying to pay attention to what's going on. Now, looking at the black and white photo, his lip, the top of his mouth is darker than his underbelly. So, do this real quick. Put that in there, and then even though he's so small, what's going to make him really look like a frog is just trying to get the contrast right. Let's see here. Froggy mouth. You see, I'm off. Looks like on the side of his head. Let's get rid of some of this graphite. So let's put in some more darks and see how it goes. Okay, here's dark. Then let's see here. Transfer that line. The foot goes over. That comes up, over. Yeah, I didn't obviously transfer this very well. Alright, that should be good. Because I got Layla right here with a little bit of gap. Let's get that darker. And it comes down. And the biggest thing is just trying to... Right now I'm just blocking in and trying to get everything in the right spot. Luckily not everything is smooth, because all I'm doing really is tapping and swiping, just trying to get let's see here. Oh, looks like I missed a toe. Gonna have to draw that in. Thing is, how am I so off? He's got big old feet, so I'm trying to let's see here. It's darker in the back because less light is hitting. That is the problem with having smaller reference photos or transferring this. Sometimes I mess up the lines. And then I gotta try to fix them while I'm burning. Yeah, Zena's awake.
Yeah.
Let's see here. This is touching our ringtail, his ear. And I have to note, oh, you can't see it. I tried to shade under the dolphin's mouth because it looks like the dolphin's trying to eat the ringtail's eye. I didn't notice that when I laid everything out. Oops. Let's see here.
Hundreds of years from now, they'll be trying to decode this and figure out what you meant. The dolphin is eating the ringtail's eye. Is it an eye? Ringtail eye. And then there'll be a big search at the Vatican. And
probably. Let's see here.
Great.
I'm actually going to stop burning for a second because I would rather try to use pencil to fix what I know is off. Because for some reason, I only gave this bad boy three toes. Oops. So let's see if I can fix this. See, this one goes around.
Chris says that watching you work is very calming.
Oh, good. I'm glad it's coming for you because it's stressful for me. Oh, I'm trying to have my hand not be in the way. I'm gonna have to turn the. I'm gonna have to turn the board. Well, I'm glad. I always worry about stressing everybody else out. Alright. Trying to get this right. And this is cloud underneath. So and it's a little harder having the bigger photo to look at for the reference photo and not drawing bigger, because that's what I see. Got that in there. Looks like I kind of lost that. This pencil is easier to erase than the graphite, so that's why.
Why is that?
Because I can go much lighter. And this is a 2H. Is this 2? Yeah, it's pretty sure it's 2H. So it's a lighter lead anyway.
Brent C. Boyer says this is awesome though.
Hi Brent, thanks.
Yeah, Philip lives in Arkansas.
I do.
Oh.
I do. Not too far away from Dad and Bubba. Yeah. He lives in close to where Aunt Sister still lives. Alright, so now that I fixed that toe, should... Right here I went ahead and burned when I should have stopped. And I know better. But I think I can work that into the cloud. I'm not going to stress. No stress. Alright. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 toes. I see the problem.
What's the problem?
My brain earlier did not equate that the back toe, back right toe if you're looking at it, left looking at it, is actually crossing into the right third toe. And so they are overlapping each other versus, so you're not really seeing this toe so much as you're seeing just the hump of it.
Oh.
That is what threw me off. So now, and I can go back with my sanding stick and take out the graphite as well. Let's try this again. This is the time-consuming part, but if I don't have my lines right, I'll do like I did here and I'll mess up the burn. So it's just easier to take that time and get your line art right, your line drawing. See, now that my brain knows what's going on here, I can draw it right. For whatever reason, I just didn't see it right.
Sorry.
Did you take your medicine?
I'm due for it. I took it this morning. That was 6:45, I think.
Alright, there we go. I feel better now. I feel like the toes are more accurate. So now, let's burn the frog's toes.
I'm gonna go get some water and
Hey, Robin.
yeah.
Okay. So I bumped my small ball tip down to just above 2 so that I can get the lighter burn to get this in, and then I can do the tiny little dots if I want to. I don't know if I want to. These are such little toes. Let's get them in here so that I can erase the lines and get rid of them. Come on, Froggy. Work with me. Alright, this is a darker toe. Get that in there. Get that one in there so that one goes darker. Now I went and looked up to see if I could find any fun frog facts. Ooh, say that 3 times fast. I am not going to. To see if there was anything like our koala discussion last week. But for this little guy, no. Nothing freaky. He's just a frog. Alright. So now hopefully I can take away graphite. Might have to do a little sanding. Alright, let's see if we can take away this graphite. See, this is what has taken me a little bit longer with the World Pyrography Month, is having to go in and ensure that my line art, the drawing is correct. Let's see, put that down. This is the Vanish 4-in-1 eraser. It's my favorite. Alrighty. Now that I know about where things are at, I can actually, oops, what pen do we want? I don't want the pokey one yet.
What?
I was trying to figure out what pen I wanted. Since I got the feet somewhat in, excuse me, I need to be able to darken up where the light's not hitting, but I need a smaller tip to do so.
Oh.
So I'm heating up the 9MS, and I just realized I forgot to look up at chat while you were gone.
Oh.
I didn't say hi to Brazil, but I can't see the person's name.
Who? We're buffering.
What is this right there? Well, I know. Now we're not buffering. Volneri? Hi, Volneri. I don't know if I said that right. My eyes are blurry right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was busy, like, just trying to, that I didn't read. Sorry. Did I miss something good?
No, just chat flew up while I was gone. Let's
see here. And even with this pen, I'm just kind of scribbling. Trying not to outline. Trying really hard not to outline. And he has folds. Now this arm, I'm going to tap in the line, and then tapping in the line instead of just drawing the line, it breaks it up and it doesn't look like it's outlined, and it gives it more a realistic look.
Oh, Robin likes Layla.
Thank you. Actually, I can't wait to burn her. I've never done that.
Layla's in there going,
I took that picture of her yesterday in the kitchen. She was so confused on why Mom wanted her to sit and look up. And she kept wanting to be petted instead of sit and look up.
She's what is she again?
Bull Mastiff.
A Bull Mastiff. I guess Robin grew up with 3 bulldogs.
There we go.
Is she the youngest? Or
No, Xena's the youngest.
Xena's youngest.
So, she's about 6 months older than she'll turn. Layla turns 6 in October. In October. She's the one that had to have emergency surgery last November. So these are so little. Don't know if I can get a accurate perspective angle to show you how little these toes are really. All right. All right. So this toe came down in front of this toe. That was a little too dark.
Looks like buffering's over.
I'm going to bump down to 2.5 because there's less metal on the end of this tip. It takes less to heat it up. So, this toe has a really weird angle.
I don't really have any pictures of Layla like on Instagram or anything.
You're the one posting doggy photos.
Well, I do on Sunday. Because
is it Sunday doggy day?
Sunday is some art and a dog. I can post.
Layla is her daddy's dog. He is your doggy. He loves you.
She's silly.
Oh, very silly. I almost did her for what makes me smile. Should have been what makes me laugh. He is the silliest doggy. Let's see here. So I decided this toe.
It is a dog that is in the movies.
What's that?
She's unoblivious.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, she was the one doing the Ouija board.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is Layla.
Yeah.
That is her. All right. Ugh, such little toes. My goodness. I think this is worse than trying to burn the ladybug.
Something nobody's ever said to me.
What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were playing a game.
Why? Why? What did I do?
Said such little toes.
Did you know it's a band name?
Huh?
Little Toes. There we go. We were a little blurry.
Power off.
No. Oh, you got to hit the button. Please.
What button?
Monitor button, I guess.
That one?
I don't know. You're the only. You're always the one.
I can't be the only one that knows.
All right, Little Toes. Bring this one in. There we go. Yes, his name is Little Toes. Little Toes McFly. No? Okay. I tried. Let's see here. Little squiggles. So you guys are seeing closer than I am. So you guys are seeing, hopefully, the squiggles. But when you look back at this, you're not going to see squiggles. You're just going to see shading. Let's bring this up. Put some weight in his toes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I want to make sure I got all these toes. And I can raise here. Is that lighter? I'm not going to worry as much if there's a little bit of graphite left, because when I burn Layla, he's going to be up against the toe and I can hide the graphite more. So I'm not going to worry about that. Squiggles there.
Wow, you could be done with this frog by the end of the live stream, huh?
I'm hoping. It's kind of a goal. Don't jinx me. Don't jinx me.
Jinx you.
You said it out loud. Knock on wood.
There's another pine cone.
I got lots of pine cones.
I know, but I had one in my bag from painting.
Darken the mouth on this side. I am hoping to get this one done today. That's why I didn't. I mean, today is day 14 anyway.
Yeah, it's crazy. Can't believe we're halfway through the month.
I know.
Seemed like just yesterday that World Pyrography Month started.
Alright. So now my jaw's hurting. I wonder if I was clenching my jaw. I think now we are going to switch to the shader so I can get his belly. I do want that smoother. And then we'll go in and put.
Whoa!
See, you keep doing that. Why?
I don't understand.
What is your flag? Don't turn on Instagram.
I'm not turning on Instagram. That was YouTube, but I had muted everything. And it's like YouTube came on, and because I was looking up something, and
Alright.
YouTube came on and it was like, nope, you're not muted. I decide what happens with your phone, not you.
I don't think you give YouTube permission to decide what happens with your phone.
Apparently, there's a user agreement, so probably.
Alright, so I'm going to switch over because the 18M burns just a little bit differently than the 18S. I'm going to switch over to the 18M because I have control, a little bit more control over a gradient than I do with the 18S. Because of the little curve on the end of the pen. I know you guys can't see the curve. Not really. So I'm waiting for it to clean up. Or heat up. I already cleaned it. And I'm on 2.5. So let's get this in here. That way I can erase the froggy line leg legs. And I actually have to go up to 3.5. Let's see here. Yes, enough to get. Remember, we got a cloud underneath, and I'm going to try and make sure that when I do the cloud that there's shading underneath his little toes. That way he looks like he's sitting on the cloud. Yeah. I can turn it down a little bit now. So we have a highlight that's hitting his back leg. And we have a bit of dark shadow. I'm trying to get it smooth. Even. This part's really dark in the back.
Robin's asking, are you coloring these when you're done?
The most I think I'm going to do is add white where I want like the really bright highlights. Other than that, no. No. Though I have some markers to test out. I might use the marker a little bit on this for the white. But in general, no, I'm not coloring this one. Sorry, brain's like, you can only do one thing at a time. Talking is not one of them. Alright, let's get Froggy Billy in. Now remember, it's darker at the bottom because that's further back from the light. And that's what gives him his fullness. So even though his belly is white, there is still shading. Got that leg in. So there's a little white to the side, so I'm not going to burn there. Let's see. We want it to look rounded because he's rounded. Right now, he kind of looks like Kermie.
We use a frog.
Now I'm waiting for Kermie to say what all frogs look alike.
I'll make our stream political while incorporating the Muppets.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Did not mean to do that. Alright. It goes up. See, this is lighter area, but not fully white. He's got two lines here. His belly still needs to go darker. This is light. I'm gonna have to turn the board so I can get in here. There we go. The main reason so I can not have the heel of the tip hitting an area that I don't want burned. And then because I've burned the area, I can go in with the ball tip and have it burn a little smoother. Let's see here, that's dark.
Cheryl wants to name him Freddy the Frog.
Freddy the Frog. Freddy Little Toes. So I guess he's named now. See, underneath here is a cloud. So, gotta be careful. Freddy the Frog. Oh,
Freddy Littletail. That sounds like a gangster.
Let's see here. Freddy's starting to get some weight to him now. That's what we want.
Got a problem with Charlie not paying back his loan. Boy, get Freddy Littletoes on the job.
Why is Freddy? This is, I believe, an American green tree frog. How did it get an accent like that?
I can't say.
Where you been at, Freddy? Clean that up.
He's from across the pond.
Very true. Very true. Alright. Darken up some of this. Now when I go to use the ball tip, I'll use either the medium or the large so that I can darken areas a little smoother. Let's see here. I gotta remember there's a nose hole here. Let's see here. There's dots. Further up. And he's got a highlight right on the edge. I just accidentally burned it. We want to keep that. Yeah, I expected this to be a lot easier. That's why I went this route. It's actually...
I feel like that there's never been a time
I know.
you've said the opposite.
I know.
You've always been like, I'm going to do this because it'll be simpler, and then you can get to it. And it's like, oh, I didn't expect it to be so hard.
I know.
It's harder than I thought.
Well, it's because I'm burning such a small area.
I know. You're so detailed as well.
But I'm trying not to put every detail in because we wouldn't see every detail. Looking at him at a distance of his original size. Gotta make this look rounded. That is where the leg is. Right now I'm just trying to get what I would consider the smooth burn in, and then I can go back and do the texture. Come on, Charlie, you got a frog in your ear. We got smooth frog legs. I'm about to switch back over to the ball tip, but I can do a few of the dots with this tip. So let's see. It's not going to be as rounded as it would be with the ball tip, which is fine because he's really not. His texture is not like super round. Depending on which direction it's going, it actually kind of looks oval.
I want to know what size of board you're using.
This is an 11 by 14.
And how did you size all of your pictures so all 31 will fit?
I am doing it in Photoshop so that I can alter sizes. To be honest, I'm trying to burn this like you guys are. And what I mean by I'm not like way ahead of you, what you see laid out is all I've gotten done. I don't have week 4 and 5 done, so fingers crossed everything fits.
It's true. You run around the house like the white rabbit.
What do you mean?
I'm late.
So in theory, you figure week 1, week 2, week 3 goes right here, and then probably the top corner I'm thinking is going to be week 4. Let's back it out so you can see, because I had you super zoomed in and it's going to be way off angle wise, but so I'm hoping that week 4 will go here and week 5 will be here, and I'll fill in, like I've got the thunder clouds, the monsoon clouds, they're actually going to go all the way down to the penguin, but I'm thinking I'm going to do dark burns and any gaps above this week.
Lisa's here. Lisa Fearmeister.
Hey Lisa. There we go. Get that in there. Alright, so I went to small tip. And so now let's detail him out. Hopefully. Not too hot. Too hot. So that goes down. And so this rolls over. I will say this tip was really good for the koala fur. I was actually surprised. A little darker. Excuse me. See, I feel the mouth is off. It is. He needs to be. I think that's why I'm having a problem with the eye visually, because it's too small, and this is supposed to go out here. And this is supposed to go up here. There we go. That's what the problem is. Besides the fact that the eye is still too small. So let's fix this. Without, I'm going to have to pull these lines out. Tap down, I paused for just a half a second and I did that. Not fun. So see, I mess up all the time. Let's get that in there. And should be able to erase now. Hopefully, in theory. Alright, his mouth looks better. Let's get think that's his mouth hole. Or his nose hole. Sorry, I'm not trying to be quiet. I'm trying to think at the same time. Let's see. This. Accidentally. He's not doing good. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I try to get to a pen that I like and I can just stick with. But I haven't gotten to that pen yet. This is the medium ball tip. What's May 27th? Were you not watching the
I was, but I also had a question as to what May 27th was.
Go a little darker.
Oh, okay. This is when Chris Gershner started.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. He's doing an awesome job. So this is the medium ball tip. And I'm hoping to smooth them.
I don't know what.
I have no idea what that was. Smooth some things out. I don't know what happened there. Don't know. Don't know what that was about. My tongue just went, nope. Not doing it. Alright, so we got eyelids. Need to get those more circular. That's part of the problem. Is his eyelids are angled spheres. Alright. Let's see if I can fix his darn eye. What I might do, I hate using this method, but sometimes you gotta do it because there's a highlight right there, and sometimes that highlight helps make things make sense. It's a very thin highlight. I'm just not getting this right. I guess sometimes that happens. because he's got eyelid that comes out on the edge, like very, very thin. It looks like. I made it too angled down. Yeah, his eye is like way off. It's too small, first off. And I need to, the camera's like right here. And I really need to get in there. Let's see how much I can lighten that so I can fix it. Is this whole area oh, that curve drives me nuts. Alright, let's see if we can fix this right. And because I'm sanding this area with this very small sanding stick, I want to make sure to turn down the temperature that I'm burning with and take my time, or it's going to burn differently. Even though I'm trying to sand it smooth with the other side. I am going with the grain because if I go this way, when I go to seal it, it's going to show through the scratch. It'll be scratch marks. If you go with the grain, less likely to do that. Alright, let's take our pencil and see if I can fix this. And then I think we'll be ending this. Here. So this, the darkness of the eye. Because and then this comes down, that curves around, this curves around, and I just realized I'm carrying my inner model hug, aren't I?
Possibly.
What do you mean possibly? Are you watching?
Yeah, I'm watching. You're just narrating. You're narrating what you're doing.
Let's see here. This goes up more. Angled. And comes down. Hopefully this will now be a little better. Fingers crossed. Alright, let's see what happens with this. I'm gonna guess my ball tip is too big. I'm going to switch over to the pokey one because that's the smallest in order for me to kind of lay out these lines a little bit with dots so that I can erase the pencil and see if I can get in there. But it goes to show I have to fix things all the time. All the time. Yeah, Cheryl, I really like them, especially for small areas. Alright, let's see if I can get up on this camera like this. Alright, so we know it goes up. This comes down. And then curves. You may not be able to see a whole lot to what I'm doing. Hopefully, when I go to erase, it'll be there. And I'm outlining this part because I'm going to be darkening this whole area. I really don't have the heat on high. It's just so I can not. Let's see here. Let's see here. Get that little curve in there. Just one enough so I can erase it. Alright, let's see if I got it. Let's see. Hold your breath. Oh, you can breathe now.
Pass out.
Well, I got you before you passed out.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So I've gone to the small ball tip. Hopefully I can get in there. And then the only thing that's going to be left to do on this guy is just to darken up some areas, tighten up some details, and he'll be done.
Well,
I was hoping I'd be able to get to the clouds today underneath him, but sorry, I'm holding my breath.
oh.
Alright. It's a little better. Not perfect, but a little better. It still feels off. I still need to go in and tighten things up, but I'm not going to stress about it at this exact moment. Yeah, his eye needs to pop out more. He needs to be more buggy-eyed. And I'll go and fix that later. Right now, tighten up some of these areas. And I think we're gonna call it the day, streaming wise. I still have a lot of work to do to get this done and get caught up with you guys. So if we don't have any, if we have any last minute questions, he does need to be darkened up, and he will be darkened up. You can definitely see how burning tiny areas can be very challenging.
What was the goal, right?
Yes.
One of the goals.
Yeah, one of the goals. Including a goal for me. Let's see. He's got a little kneecap there, actually. Froggy's got kneecaps. I'm not completely happy with him. He needs more work.
Frog legs.
Can't say that it's that kind of almost done.
Wow.
I mean, he is burning.
I've never had frog.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't think I ever will.
Kind of tastes like chicken. What it does. I'm almost positive I have. Been a while. Alright. So, he will be darkened up. Right now I'm just scribbling. And also, when I put the cloud in and I put the camel in on this side and Layla in on this side, he can still stay a little darker because, at least for Layla, he is darker than him in most areas. And by the darkness of Layla, and actually the camel is lighter than the frog. So that's going to help balance him out. And of course, we got the poofy clouds down here. Let's see if I can do this. This is the small reference photo that I'm using for this week. That way you can see. He does kind of blend in, but if I keep him a little lighter, plus have more darkness underneath the cloud, he'll pop more, I think. We shall see. Right now, he just needs some work, and I need to be able to get really, really close to it so that I can see better and to get him in there. Let's see here, right about there. There we go.
Good chat's really liking the frog.
Well, I'm glad. So if we don't have any further questions, I need to give my hand a break. I've been going all morning. We didn't have any questions earlier that we missed?
No.
Alright, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. He's mostly done. Not completely, but mostly done. I gotta get that eye fixed. It's just ticking me off. Oh, I see. I think I see. Maybe if I can get it. I hate using this method. I can't do that. He needs a lighter line. I'm saying it in the smaller reference photo. He needs a lighter line with darker on the side. That will hopefully fix the eye. Anyway, I gotta go ahead and end it here. Hey, Podge. Thank you so much. And if you're doing World Pyrography Month with us, make sure that you're tagging so that we can all see it. I'm late, but I'll get there. Happy burning, guys. Let's see if I can get them all in there. Get the gang in there. Happy burning, guys. Bye.